En este vídeo analizamos dos increíbles carreras de 200 metros donde Jamaica sorprendió a Estados Unidos y Gran Bretaña. Verás la maestría táctica de Shericka Jackson y el dominio absoluto de Elaine Thompson-Herah. Desglosamos la salida, el paso por la curva, la velocidad final y los momentos clave que decidieron el oro.
Jackson, will she give herself an early present? This will be the athlete who might stop at Jenna Prandini, the US champion, third in Rabat on Friday, to Miller Weibo and Asher Smith of Great Britain, Lena Asher Smith. Jennifer Gallet of France goes in 5. Third in the French Championships, Jennifer Gallet. Anna Kiel-Basinska, semi-finalist in the World Championships 3 years back. Went out in the heats in this stadium last year, but 3 times the Polish champion. Good lane draw for her, lane 4. Beth Dobbin, well, she's in fabulous form as the 24-year-old rather, excuse me, UK champion at the beginning of this month in a new personal best. She missed the Commonwealth Games qualifying time for Scotland by 1/100th of a second, but boy oh boy has she come back with a vengeance. Her last 4 200s have been personal bests. Inside the Britain in 3 is Gulfen Huang, or Huang Gulfen. She goes in 2, only 20 years old, better at 400 metres. And then on the inside, Justine Palfreman, 6th in the 400 yesterday and 7th in the 4x400 metres relay for South Africa. This is her 3rd race of the weekend for Palfreman on the inside. Well, Shericka Jackson, there she is. Perhaps starts as marginal favourite on paper ahead of Jenna Prandini. She's in lane 7, the Jamaican. Suffered a slight blip in Lausanne last week. She was only 3rd in 22.8. But birthday tomorrow, what a good time to give herself a big result. That lineup from the inside again. Palfreman of South Africa in 1, Huang of China in 2, Dobbin of Great Britain in 3, Kiel-Basinska of Poland in 4, Gallet of France in 5, then Jenna Prandini, the US champion, in 6. Jackson in 7 in that yellow vest of Jamaica, Vesoli in 8 for Germany, but Prandini's blasted off and already has passed Jackson. Well, she's better known as a 400-metre runner, Shericka Jackson, for Jamaica in that yellow. Will she come back here at Prandini? The American being closed down. They're way ahead at the moment. It's going to be very tight. The Jamaican's coming. She's getting closer. She's going to get there, and she takes it by a metre. Both of them 3 or 4 metres ahead of the 3rd placer. What a wonderful race. Prandini maybe expended too much energy in the first 50 or 60. She absolutely blasted out of the block. She ran it like a 100 metres around the bend. And I know, Tony, you'll have a view on what she might have done right or done wrong in that one. But Shericka Jackson was hunting her down, wasn't she? She's the bronze medalist from Rio over 400 metres, and she ran it like a 400-metre runner. Really patient there through the second half and through the last 50 especially.
I think the instruction have been there to get out hard, try and break the stagger on the outside, put the others under pressure. But like you say, if you expend too much energy, you're not putting your hips in the right place, not coming home particularly well. Let me talk to somebody who knows more about 200 metres than me. Catherine, what do you say?
It went completely to plan.
Can you remember that long ago, Kat?
I can indeed. I can remember running nearly that fast, but not quite. Your short sprinter, Jenna Prandini, got out like a rocket, and the strength and the speed endurance of Jackson with that 400-metre speed endurance just clawed her back. It was a wonderful race. The world number 2 against the world number 4. These are 2 of the fastest women in the world over this distance, and it was a wonderful race that we hoped. Look at the technique, holding her form. Jackson's not tired. She usually runs 400 metres, but that's a good turn of speed. Look at what she clawed back over the last 60 metres, and I can tell you as a sprinter, you're like, she's coming, she's coming. They will know Shericka Jackson's coming with her 400-metre strength. That was a brilliant race.
But if you watch Prandini coming off the turn, she doesn't get up. She sort of runs into the bend instead of using the centrifugal force and coming tall.
Wants the double. She won the 100, and now she wants the 200-metre title tonight. Natasha McDonald of Canada will start in lane number 9, second in her semi-final, 23.21 seconds this season. In lane number 8, Ella Connolly of Australia, 4th at the World Junior Championships over 400 metres 4 years ago, under 23 seconds this year. There'll be a huge roar for the athlete in 7. Elaine Thompson-Herah, second fastest woman of all time over 100, the 3rd fastest of all time over 200. favour Ofili of Nigeria, their national record holder, the 19-year-old, will start in lane number 6. Natalia White of Jamaica will start in 5, 8th in the 100-metre final here, 4th at the Jamaican National Championships this year over this distance. Christine Mboma from Namibia, the 19-year-old national record holder, has had her injury problems this year, but she's back, she's in this final and starts in 4. Beth Dobbin of Scotland. The line-up in lane number 3, a semi-finalist in the Olympics last year, the Scottish record holder, 22.5 at her best. And completing the lineup from the Gambia, Gina Bass, just outside 23 seconds in qualifying. She starts in lane number 2. So the final track action on this Saturday night. Bass, Dobbin, and Mboma, White. Ofili, Thompson-Herah, there she is, Connolly and McDonald. She won the 100 metres in 10.95 seconds. That was her first individual Commonwealth Games medal. The athlete that's done the double-double, the 100 and 200 metres at 2 Olympics in a row, is aiming to win the 200-metre title here. Still shouts from fans around the crowd. But a clean start. Thompson-Herah has gone out nicely in lane number 7. She's took the stagger from Connolly outside of her. She's eating it up, the Jamaican. Thompson-Herah into the home straight. Ofili, the Nigerian, in second in the lane inside of her. And Mboma's going to get the bronze. Keep your eye on the clock. 22.02 seconds. I thought it was under threat, and she's taken the game's record off Sinead Miller-Weibo. A plus 0.6 metre wind. It was brilliant from Elaine Thompson-Herah, and now she's the double Commonwealth champion. She got exactly what she wanted here in Birmingham. Ofili picks up the silver, and Mboma the bronze. Both games' records have gone in the 200 metres, Steph Reed. What a brilliant end to the evening on the track.
Well, something about running at night here, it's just been magical. And do you know what? It wasn't that dramatic in the end. It pretty much went to script. Elaine made her presence known on the bend, and the race really was, in the end, for the silver and the bronze. And I'm just so pleased for her. You know, perhaps she didn't have the championships that she wanted in Eugene, but she has come back, and she has finished her season on her terms. You can see her third from the left in the screen. And you can, I mean, just in those first 20 meters, her stall was set out. The moment she was gone around that bend, no one was going to catch her. But the interesting battle was happening at the back as Christine Mboma we didn't really know what she was going to do. As you say, she was coming back from injury. Her very first 200, really, that we'd seen her in was in the heats. But Favour Ofili managed to hold her off for that silver medal.
It was a huge win in the end. Such is the class of Elaine Thompson-Herah. And it means a lot for an athlete that has everything. Her house just sparkles of pure gold back in Jamaica. And as we said at the start of tonight's broadcast, Jamaican Independence Day today, and they've had a storming session here again in Birmingham. It was never in doubt, as you say, Steph. She went round the bend. She held her form wonderfully well. At her best, 21.53, but 22.02 tonight, and the gold medal.
And I love it. She's been so honest in her intention all the time. I want to be the greatest sprinter of...
La final femenina de los 200 metros ofreció dos relatos distintos, pero igualmente poderosos, sobre el dominio jamaicano en la velocidad mundial. En una carrera marcada por la táctica y el contraste de estilos, y en otra definida por la autoridad y la experiencia de campeonato, Jamaica dejó claro por qué sigue siendo referencia absoluta en esta distancia. En el primer enfrentamiento, el foco estuvo sobre Shericka Jackson, una atleta que ha evolucionado de especialista en 400 metros a una de las corredoras más completas del medio giro. Con un pasado que incluye un impresionante 49.83 en los 400 metros, Jackson no depende únicamente de la explosividad inicial, sino de una distribución inteligente del esfuerzo. Frente a ella se encontraba Jene Prandini, campeona estadounidense, conocida por su salida agresiva y su capacidad de atacar la curva como si se tratara de un 100 metros extendido. Desde el disparo, Brandini ejecutó su plan con determinación, aceleración máxima en los primeros metros, buscando romper el stagger y presionar psicológicamente a sus rivales. Su planteamiento era claro: construir una ventaja decisiva antes de la recta final. Mientras tanto, Jackson mantuvo la calma. Ubicada en el carril exterior, corrió con fluidez, sin mostrar urgencia, confiando en su resistencia y en su capacidad para cerrar fuerte. Al entrar en la recta, el contraste se hizo evidente. La estadounidense comenzó a perder frescura tras haber invertido demasiada energía en los primeros 100 metros. Jackson, en cambio, incrementó progresivamente la frecuencia de zancada, manteniendo la técnica estable y la postura eficiente. Su experiencia en los 400 metros le permitió sostener la velocidad cuando otras empezaban a decaer. En los últimos 60 metros, la jamaicana fue recortando terreno con precisión quirúrgica hasta superar a su rival y asegurar la victoria. No fue simplemente un triunfo, fue una lección de estrategia, paciencia y control del ritmo. Este duelo representó algo más que una carrera, fue una demostración de cómo la gestión energética puede imponerse a la explosividad pura. Jamaica no solo ganó, sino que mostró profundidad táctica y madurez competitiva frente a la potencia combinada de Estados Unidos y Gran Bretaña. La segunda historia se desarrolló en el marco de los Juegos de la Commonwealth en Birmingham, donde Elaine Thompson-Herah reafirmó su legado. A diferencia del duelo estratégico de Jackson, aquí no hubo persecución dramática. Thompson-Herah llegó como favorita indiscutible, ya con el oro en los 100 metros en su bolsillo y con el objetivo claro de completar el doblete. Desde los primeros metros, su autoridad fue evidente. Su paso por la curva fue potente, pero relajado, técnico, pero sin tensión visible. En apenas 20 metros ya había establecido su dominio, absorbiendo el stagger y marcando diferencias claras con el resto del campo. Al entrar en la recta, la carrera estaba prácticamente decidida. No necesitó cambios bruscos ni gestos de desesperación, mantuvo la forma, sostuvo la velocidad y cruzó la meta en 10 y 2 segundos, estableciendo un nuevo récord de los Juegos con viento legal de más 0.6. Mientras la lucha por la plata y el bronce se desarrollaba detrás, Thompson-Herah corría en otra dimensión competitiva. Su victoria no fue caótica ni ajustada, fue controlada, planificada y ejecutada con precisión. Este triunfo consolidó su posición entre las grandes figuras históricas del sprint femenino y confirmó su capacidad para rendir en escenarios de máxima presión. Comparar ambas actuaciones permite entender dos caras del mismo dominio. Jackson representa la evolución táctica, paciencia, lectura de carrera y capacidad para desmantelar estrategias agresivas con resistencia superior. Thompson-Herah simboliza la grandeza consolidada, ejecución impecable, autoridad desde el inicio y repetición constante del éxito en campeonatos internacionales. En conjunto, estas dos carreras reflejan la continuidad de la tradición jamaicana en los 200 metros femeninos. Ya sea a través de remontadas calculadas o de dominio absoluto desde la curva, Jamaica mantiene un estándar global difícil de igualar. No se trata solo de velocidad, sino de inteligencia competitiva, preparación técnica y mentalidad ganadora. Así, el medio giro femenino sigue teniendo un epicentro claro en el Caribe. Y mientras nuevas generaciones emergen, el mensaje permanece firme. En los 200 metros, Jamaica no solo compite, impone el ritmo y define la referencia mundial.